This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You gotta start that over.
Of despair.
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You will hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair. Balls of Christ, dude.
Professional wrestler Haley Hatred, and you're listening to the hottest talk show on the net.
Hi.
There you go. Well, hello, my friends. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life. You can reach us on a ton of sites. Just go to the main site, like, share, subscribe, check out all the links, check out anything we talk about, new and old. Thank you for all the things you're doing, like the music. This is going to be leaving the show with Oliver Michael. It's a song, Where Are You? So check that out. Send them some love. Always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Chuck. What's up?
Chuck Dick. Bruh. Chuck Dick. Bruh.
There was a lot of...
And Chuck Dick.
I'm glad there's a lot of Chuck Dick. I'm glad he made it. My co-partner sitting next to me is the amazing Byron.
Hi, guys. How's everybody doing?
Byron Dick!
Oh.
I hate you all so much!
You can hear him but never see him is the monk.
Hi.
Yeah!
I can't put his head right here because someone's there. That's why I normally have
I'm
his head
sitting on Wayne's shoulder.
Right, down in Studio B, always giving us the correct answers. It's Jeffrey Neutron.
Come on, everyone.
I will put his right here is little Neutron and by his head. And last but not least, always keeping us balanced and checked is Bueno.
What's up?
Back for a show. Holy cow. Yes, it's been a while.
I'm going to make it a run at it.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, for the audience. Again,
Next week, he's like, I can't make it.
See ya.
So much has been going on. Thank you for all the telling to people, like, sharing, and subscribing. Again, it does make a world of difference.
What do you mean? We got 2 people listening?
I know.
Wow.
It used to.
Well, I listen to one, and then I'll put it on TV in another room, so it counts as a view. It's really just me.
There's a lot.
That's gaming the system.
There's a lot that's been going on, but I want to talk about what's happening recently in world events. He and I were, CPAP Chuck and I were talking. Did you guys see there was a Mexican
It was a tall sailing ship.
Tall sailing ship
Yeah.
that went
Hit the
into
top.
New York.
Right.
And what happened was, if you watch the video, which maybe I'll find a clip and I'll put right here for the audience that's watching on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble, that you'll see the clip here. They were all like kumbaya, holding hands up on like the
They were on the
mast.
mast. And
They were up there?
Right.
Yeah, all
yeah.
standing like this.
Yeah, they were all doing the like Havana Gila. Right. They were all holding
And
hands.
it was huge. I mean,
Oh, I saw, yeah.
it was like a bunch of people across. It wasn't
Yeah.
like 3.
yeah.
Yeah. And only one died from
then-
what I read.
Right.
Two.
I did
2 people
Yes.
dead.
Yeah.
Shiver Me Timbers.
See,
Isn't that where that was from?
Yeah.
When they were in a war, it would splinter the main mast.
Yes.
There it is.
The mizzen
But
mast.
Yes.
they like just lost power or something and steered right into the Brooklyn Bridge.
Well,
Oh, I thought they
See.
couldn't make it. Yeah. They knew they couldn't make it. That's even worse.
This is the thing. Is
Tide
when
they
is
didn't
high.
move.
if you watch the video,
They what?
They didn't move.
What do you mean?
They all stood there on the mast,
yes,
and then
See.
they
Yes.
knew it right.
I mean, you gotta be like,
right.
Yeah, they're like, I think we got it.
I
So
think,
that's what it takes.
yeah,
is
like-
you do this.
You're good.
Dude, I'd be up there like El2O Tolo.
yeah.
Good.
see.
No.
Drop the anchor.
Right. This is what he said. Is,
So, a couple fell to the poop deck.
oh no.
Oh, they got, yeah.
No, more than that. They were
Not the
going.
poop deck.
And again, they were all up the mast. They were all on the spires or whatever that's called off the edge where the sails are at, and they were holding hands,
didn't know
staring.
that.
And they zoomed it, and they had like a 50-foot Mexican flag.
God dang, that was loud.
Sorry, there it is.
Was that the bridge? Don't hit me.
Like a hillbilly pickup truck.
So they were going, and he and I were talking. Didn't someone on the crew, anybody,
Yeah.
go, this doesn't look like we're gonna make it? Because it's
Yeah.
not like they just scraped the top. Dude,
No,
it's-
they,
Oh, yeah. It snapped
It was
the,
full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
snapped
they
the
hit
top
it.
rail.
I just like some people got fucked up.
So you're
Yeah.
like more than
Yeah.
10
Which is
feet
sad.
off.
I don't want to see anybody get hurt or anything. But
No.
Like
just
more
like,
than 10
holy-
feet off. Like,
Oh, they were up there.
They were up there
Oh.
like 90 feet.
Up in
And
the
when it's-
missile
well, no, I'm
mast.
saying the part that hit.
Oh,
Was
they
how
were
far
way
down
off.
was
It was
it?
about-
way off. Huh?
Yeah.
It was about 15 foot of mast.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And it got both masts. It not like it hit one and stopped. It was like snap, snap. You're going,
Oh,
Right. And the funny part about it is they have video from the onlookers that were just like sitting like
they're on the bridge saying, we can touch that in a second. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the people on
coming
the
right
Brooklyn-
yeah.
Dude, and they were falling off, and there was a tugboat behind them because they were thinking maybe the tugboat was steering it, and it just snapped. And then the onlookers were like, "Is this part of the show?"
But it's not like it's Treasure Island in Vegas.
Right? They
Yeah.
did. They couldn't believe it, and I just said. Is there any other video? If you're out there, audience listening, again, like, share, comment on it to let us know.
And
if
you know
saw
what?
it too.
It was a Mexican Navy boat, right?
yeah.
But it was like
So everybody on there was like,
Yeah. That's like when my mom saw the space shuttle
oh, look,
Columbia.
a bridge.
Oh, yeah.
She said everybody pulled to the side of the road in Florida. She
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
With the teacher.
Sure,
And
yeah.
what was her name? Chris.
Consuelo.
No. No, but there was. Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Krista
Anyways.
McAuliffe.
Yeah, yeah.
Kristen McAuliffe.
She but they were standing on the side of the road and they saw it go up and all of a sudden it started
Right.
going in all these directions and the guy next to my mom said, "It didn't do that last time." And that was she saw it.
You're
happen,
kidding.
yeah.
Did you know there was a conspiracy theory about this? Whether it's true or not, I'm just saying that there was a secret where the launches of this thing.
Yeah.
There's a secret tunnel thing that they go down.
A silo.
A silo
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they went down. None of them were on the shuttle when it
Oh.
exploded.
Yeah.
Because they have found all these people. If you look it up on the
some of them have the same name still.
same name. Like one of there was an Asian guy.
Bill Smith.
Bill Smith.
No, that was the other guy.
The Asian guy, Bill Smith, who died, they said he had a twin brother named like Troy Smith, who just he never
Yeah.
said that he had
Same mole.
same.
Living with Elvis and Paul McCartney after he got-
We too low.
Something
Zing
wrong.
bang boom. Yeah.
Yeah, but that I just with the space shuttle, I didn't know that someone
Yeah,
you
she
knew
saw it, yeah.
was right there in Florida.
Yeah, but that ship, you can see the people falling.
Dude, it's crazy.
Oh, it was terrible.
And after it's done,
That
there were
had to
people
be-
still hanging. Now, here's the thing.
I would have had a death grip.
Or I would have jumped in the water.
Right?
Well, here's the thing.
But that high
That's
up.
high.
Well,
Yeah.
when you
At that point, you could probably be better jumping
on the bridge.
Yeah. You could have got off on the
You could just step right off.
Jump on the right. Step
Yeah.
down.
Golden Gate.
Brooklyn.
I was gonna
Right.
say,
Right.
well, people probably jump off of that for
Oh, yeah.
suicide. Imagine the luck.
Yeah.
Like you jump and you end
land
up
on a
Land on the
fail on a
ship.
you end up on the thing and
You
then
might
it
break
hits
a
the bridge.
bone or something.
No, you impale yourself on the broken mast.
No.
That's not the run.
You
I
jump
didn't
down and
Or a
you end
car.
up on that crossbar.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, and then you dive.
Yeah, you have like
from
a
the
second
fall.
leap on leave.
You get hit by
Look
the
on
bridge.
life or whatever it is, and
Get hit by a car.
So they,
Yeah.
I'm going to say they could have jumped because my dad told me when he was in the Navy, when everybody got onto the destroyer, they were the maiden crew, and they had to all line up on the deck and jump.
Wait a minute.
Just to try it once.
is that
Yeah.
when they cross the
Wait
equator
a
or something
minute.
like that?
No, I don't know what. No, it was like for training. They're like, if there's ever an issue that we have to bail,
Yeah.
you need to know how to do it. So here's how you do it.
Don't jump off the
You
front.
jump off, you
Yeah.
cross your
While you're moving.
right. You jump off the side, you put your arms over, you cross your feet, and you clench your sphincter so that you don't get an enema.
Hold on to your phone.
But they're all. I mean, they're all wearing their.
Wait a
Protect
second.
it.
Life
That's not 90 feet.
Yeah, it's
Mae
120.
West.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're fucking tall.
Oh, is it an aircraft carrier?
No, those are much higher.
Yeah, those are
Much
like
higher.
moving city.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so and when I was
Sorry.
I've been on
Yeah.
the ship, so I've seen the height, and then he knew the captain of the aircraft carrier whose fleet
They let
were-
you jump
we
off
went
the
on
side,
that,
too?
and you look down at the destroyer. It's
No.
like that. No,
Oh,
I don't think they jump
way
off of
over.
that.
No.
That's a definite no.
That's a
The
negative.
triple Lindy.
Yeah, no
I'll
shit.
tell you what, though,
I mean, there's cliff divers that do it.
if you're, I mean, that ship, you're up there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's higher than
Right.
the
Right.
battleship or
Right.
destroyer or anything, or even a.
Still, that
aircraft
bridge is
carrier.
tall.
Yeah, I was thinking it was Golden Gate, so I don't
Golden
know
Gate.
how tall it is.
Brooklyn Bridge. Golden Gate's in a whole other
Well,
state.
I didn't know enough about it. Yeah, yeah.
Are you
Same
serious?
thing, only different.
Wow.
when people
Brooklyn
jump
State
off
Bridge.
of bridges to
Might even be another
suicide.
time
Yeah.
zone.
Right? When they do jump off bridges to commit suicide, is it they land wrong because there's people you can land right and
What are the odds of
survive?
that happening, though?
Internal damage. I mean,
Is it-
hitting the water. It's
You
like
hit
concrete.
the water. Yeah.
Plus, if your legs are spread, water.
We did the core. Yeah,
The
the core
quarries.
jumping,
Yeah.
and that was I did a 75 eighth ledge.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
I was always too afraid because all the
You have
trees
to-
under the water.
Yeah, but I did it one time, and we had boat shoes on, or shoes on, because
Yeah.
when you hit, if your finger is like toothpicks,
Yeah.
Well,
that's
yeah.
how we went in. If your finger is out, it just snaps. Break your finger.
Like if your legs are not tight and
Right.
water shoots up
70
your asshole at
Oh.
like
Oh, yeah, you climb.
1,000 miles an hour.
Oh, it,
And not in a good way.
it hurts. It hurts,
Yeah.
and you go down like pretty far. But the biggest thing was hitting the water, and I was only
Next
70
up.
feet. I'm talking 300.
Bueno,
Whatever.
bueno.
Here I go. Here I go. Here I go.
So the Brooklyn Bridge's deck is 127 feet high.
Oh, so that mast is way there.
Yeah. It was a big ship.
Yeah, it was a big
You mean-
ship.
This is a big one.
It was a
really
big one.
was big, but it's like,
Someone is.
why didn't you drop anchor?
Where was the captain? Didn't someone have some? You drive a truck. They know the height of their truck, and they drive
Well,
a pad.
I think they lost power, like I said.
Oh, they lost power?
That's what I heard. Just like that other one was
like
a
that
few
ship.
months ago.
Yeah.
When
In
the,
Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a year ago. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on here?
Wow.
Shitty batteries.
They're
from,
cutting off our.
they're getting all their batteries
food
from
supplies.
shitty third-party suppliers.
Yeah.
They're getting them from Big Lots. Is that what they're getting? All their batteries that they
Got it from the flea market.
They start leaking acid in his control panel.
And they said
I
it
got a
was
little
Navy
pine
ship,
tree on them.
Yeah.
but it was like an old fucking
was a-
It
sailboat.
must have been a.
Yeah, it was like a
Yeah.
ceremonial type.
Oh, is that what it
Yeah,
is?
they lost
Okay, 'cause I'm
power. All
like,
the sheets fell off.
if that's what the Mexicans have for warships,
You mean nowadays? What are you talking about?
No, it was like a ceremonial Navy.
It's
ship.
like
It was one of the tall ships.
it's one of the.
Yeah.
is that what it?
Can you
okay.
imagine if their actual
Here, I got a
Navy,
picture of it.
If their actual Navy
the Cuddy
is,
Sark.
is from
Hey, Pepe,
right.
do we have a plethora?
Do we have a
I thought it was bigger.
It was a Mexican
I
naval
thought
ship.
That
I was
can't
like,
be. Is that it?
Yeah,
I thought it was bigger than that.
El Guapo.
Because that bridge, though, Mike, that's
El
the Golden
Guapo.
Gate. That was the Golden Gate. No,
El Guapo.
that's
Yeah.
a big bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. And
They're
dude,
not
it-
hitting that one.
No. They.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
I saw a Mexican naval ship, and I just thought it was like a
destroyer,
like a battleship,
yeah.
or something like iron.
It shoots
That's
refried
made
beans.
of wood, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It was like, it was like from the old Hawaii Five-O.
Yeah.
With
Oh,
the,
yeah.
with the outriggers on.
Yeah.
It. Right.
It had the old catapults, the sling big rocks.
Burritos.
There's guys down below
Trebuchet.
deck pedaling the paddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just want to ask that for the audience out there. Like again, like, share, subscribe. I want to talk. We recently, CPAP Chuck has been hitting me up for a while to do his bathroom floor
Because it needed it.
Right, his bathroom floor, and then put in a new toilet for him. Right. So he goes, "Hey, can we do
Even
it?"
knowing your track record,
What do you mean knowing my track record? What does that mean?
$20 is $20.
Yeah.
He knows your track record.
Of
this.
what?
We had a whole show about this wax seal.
Oh,
God,
remember?
that fucking
You
thing.
go eat a sandwich after it or something. You didn't want to get your gloves dirty, so you didn't wear them.
right. So he
His
goes,
work gloves are brand new.
so dude, he says,
So
"Hey."
I went and bought everything.
He went and bought
Okay.
everything. Says I got all ready.
and I borrowed Byron's saw.
Well, wait. So my brother and I, he's now having me do work with him as well.
And he knows his track
On-
record, too,
On,
so.
on side,
Yeah, you've
side
seen the
work.
floor upstairs.
If you pass the test over at Chuck's house, you can come work with me.
Oh yeah.
I did. So, anyways, so
Well.
my brother goes, "Hey, I got a flooring tool for you where you can snap off.
It's like
Yeah.
a break.
Yeah.
It's like a press brake.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
just cuts the laminate
Cuts
flooring.
vinyl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right, cuts the flooring.
Yeah.
So he goes, "You want to borrow this?" And I said, "For the job." I go, "Sure. I'm going to be doing CPAP's floor. It'll make the job go lickety split." So he
The old shortcut.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah.
so he brings it over and says, "Hey, okay, try it." And I says, "Well, just so I know, show me how this thing works." And I said, "It looks like a press brake, same thing." He said, "No problem." Takes a piece of the vinyl flooring, puts it through, and goes, and all of a sudden, all these pieces go and shoot out.
Brittle, right?
Yeah.
Not
No,
the pieces
not
from
the
the flooring. The tool blew
Blade went
apart.
crazy.
When your
Wow.
brother was showing you how to
Ed, you just
His whole
bought it.
tool blew apart. I didn't.
Oh, so you didn't get to use it?
No.
Where did you buy that
It never
from?
even made it there?
It didn't even make it out
No.
of Ed's garage.
Where did you buy that at? Pat Catan's?
You trying to cut with it?
Temu.
What were you trying to cut with it? Slate?
What the hell, man?
It was a marble cutter.
It so blew apart. So
Marble cutter.
I told Chuck we're going to have to use a scroll saw or something. We'll get
Was
it
it
done.
not-
Was this from Temu?
But then
and it was
I talked
half
to
the size
Byron.
you
So
thought it
Byron
was.
has a saw, and we said, "Great, we'll use Byron's saw. He's got a portable saw." So okay,
Yeah.
great, we'll do it. So Chucky, no problem. We'll come over to his bathroom help. Well, I said, "Let's do it. It'll be fun." A good.
He
fun
says
little
fun.
They have those little tools that are like a nibbler, and you could directional cut. It's like a round
Yeah, right.
head.
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those would be good.
So so we get everything set and go over.
He comes on over. I have the floor all ripped up.
For the audience. First of all, I gotta let you, the audience,
Was the old
understand.
floor easy to get up?
The old floor, I'm pretty sure that peanut brittle is harder to break. It was like,
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
I messed
And
up.
it was pure
shoulder
asbestos.
Scraping linoleum.
Oh,
up
yeah.
once.
this
I
was.
hit a nail or something.
Oh,
and
God.
I think it was a rotator cuff injury.
yeah.
I was never the same.
Well, this is what he was doing. And it was glued
Are you
down into
serious?
Yeah, it hurt
He had
bad.
all these things he was taking up in his house. For the audience out there, Chuck's in an 1893.
It was built in 1890, part of it, and then like the addition was 1900.
Right.
So it's haunted.
Right.
And nothing in the house is square. Nothing.
That big train
It's
accident
square.
right across the street.
right, right across from the train tracks.
Right.
right across.
That's where all
train
the
tracks.
dead people from that train accident.
Everything. And in fact, I showed Jeffrey a photo of the floor. Jeffrey goes, "Why is the window on the floor?" Because his window is
It's like
down
this,
on the
this high
floor.
above. All of them upstairs are.
Oh, okay.
Except at the addition. They're normal
Right.
height.
Oh, I got
Right.
you.
So when you look up, you get a good view of your butt.
I can't like shower with the bathroom window
Here's
open.
for the audience.
Oh.
Is it right to put this on
Yeah, I
this
don't care.
of the job that got that done?
Oh, yeah.
and then that's it after.
It's like a
also.
little person's home.
Yeah,
It
that's
is. It was built. Yes, for little people. I can't even do my
For
job.
the audience, what happens is he's got this weird angle where if you're sitting on the toilet, that angle from the roof.
No,
is,
you can stand up without.
Can you?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Okay.
You don't have to stand up at the same angle. the same angle of the trim I had to cut this morning.
You have to arch your back.
It looks like you got scoliosis.
Yeah.
Can't pee standing up. Your face is on the window.
Limbo.
Or on the ceiling.
Take one knee.
Right. So I said, no problem, we're going to get it done. So we figured out how we're going to do the floor in the whole 9 yards and get it done. First of all,
But because nothing's square,
Is that finished? Because that looked nice.
I could just
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
finished.
nail the trim in tomorrow.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's doing. You didn't need me for that. He could do the trim, and you're.
I
gonna
might
caulk.
have if you see all the painter's caulk I gotta use, but
and he's got to use caulk
Yeah.
around.
But it
the
turned out
tub.
nice. It really did.
Turned out real nice. So he says, okay, we'll do it. Well, he got the waterproof flooring, which
it's made by Life Proof. And it's got a backing on it already, so you don't got to put that pad
It's
underneath.
manufactured.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
It's a floating.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so for the audience out there who's never done this, I always use when I used to do it years ago.
The
It's
cheap
first
stuff.
was it called Pergo? That's when it
Pergo.
first came. Pergo floor.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And for the audience, what you do is there's a piece goes down, and then the other piece kind of snaps
Yeah.
in place to it. But
Yeah.
you gotta hammer.
Right.
You gotta use a rubber
are we
mallet.
going to that already?
We're going to that. We've got a rubber mallet. So I tell Chuck, I says,
Hold this for me.
I said, I'm not paying attention.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You have a sledgehammer?
No,
He had a big ass rubber mallet.
Smashed it.
Well, Chucky's holding
It's
like
got
this.
a groove you can't break or a tongue. You know?
Well, I have a tool. There's a tool over
goes
top.
on top
a
of it,
shortcut.
Yeah, over top. You get the tool.
Yeah.
And Chuck said,
Oh, right.
Chuck,
Yes, it's called a wood block.
no. It's the next thing. So I said, Chuck, hold it. And he's like that. And I go, well, that was a soft thing. And Chuck
Now I have no skin on this knuckle.
Oh, I see that.
It's juicy. This is the kind of.
It's
Nice.
still juicy.
It's going to be juicy for a week. This is the kind of thing that stays juicy.
Yeah,
There's
but-
nothing you can do.
You might want to put some salve on that.
Yeah, but when that
Yeah.
scabs over, that'll
Salve,
be good
you
chewing
didn't
material. That's the
Because
good
of its
kind.
location?
That's the good scab.
That's a prime scab.
One of
Ed's
those
got-
hard ones that you
right.
can really dig into.
Ed's got that methylate upstairs.
Oh, blow on it, blow on it.
right. The Mercure.
I forgot what that felt like.
That iodine.
I might have you go get it.
Yeah.
Go get it.
And so what happens?
do it.
He goes, I have it. And so he did. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, he
did.
hit it. I'm just like,
And Chuck's eye started twitching. He was.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm going to fucking kill you. And it's just hammered away. And over there, like, there's like the whole flap was hanging off. You know what I'm talking about? You know how it turns white hanging
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Immediately. It's
That's
like
good chewing.
And now I can't stick my hand in my pockets
Oh, yeah.
because every time I do,
Oh, yeah.
there it goes
At
again.
least you don't have to put gloves on. That would suck.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
did
better
today.
hope none of your socks are inside out. Because then you'd
know,
have to.
and I'm left-handed. That's the worst
Oh,
part.
yeah.
Well, I didn't do it on purpose, because I walloped myself.
He
a
didn't
couple
even know
times,
he
too.
did it.
I didn't even know I did it. I'm just
Until
paying
like
attention.
halfway through,
I'm paying attention.
he's like, "What's you all right?" And I'm like, "Well, you kind of clobbered me with your mallet."
Yeah. Well, like I said, track record.
right? Right.
Exactly.
And everything.
I had to scribble out the thing on my no injuries since on my ocean board.
0 days.
0. Yep.
So we get everything done. This is the funny part. Well, not funny, but we're
And
because
now, mind you, this is like it took forever because
much longer.
everything, all the angles were
Yes.
fucked.
What was nice was everything. Here's the thing: like say the wall's this way, the wall would be just a hair this way.
Right.
So if you're trying to do everything in a parallel way,
Thank God for quarter round.
right?
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I'm just letting you know we have to figure out somewhere in there that this is just a hair off. That
Yeah.
visually the wall goes this
You might
way.
have been better to start in the center and then work to the wall.
It was just one of those things.
Yeah,
It
it
was,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because then you're good the whole way.
Both
and then
sides would
your
have been
only
like
cut-
this.
Your only cuts would have been the last.
Right, right.
Same thing, really.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So we we did it, and we come around. Come to find out, the previous owner of his house, that behind the shower, like you have an access port to be able to get to
Yes.
your. Okay, for the audience out there who may not understand construction like this,
It's usually in the next room closet.
yeah.
yeah, right.
the plumbing.
Dude. Ours is on the back side of the shower next to the sink.
Yes.
So there's
Oh.
this much room.
right.
That's not funny.
And
I'll tell you about the whole
Yeah.
Yeah.
show,
and
but
they didn't even use. They just took like a piece of stuff,
of
vinyl
different
thing,
like waterproof some
Something.
kind of
Oh.
paneling.
and
It's
they
made of.
wrote it.
It's
No,
probably,
Oh, I was going to say,
Oh,
is that
wait.
like mastic
It
or
gets
something?
probably
even better.
fiberglass.
They
Yeah.
screwed
Yeah,
it in
with flatheads with
Asbestos.
slotted screws.
Slotted screws.
You got to be able to take it off.
Slotted
if you ever
screws,
need to
Byron.
get in
Is
there.
that not the stupidest invention ever?
Well, that dates it a little.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with
Dumbest
what
invention
Monk
ever.
said. You got to take it off, but they did it with slotted screws.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have used hand.
Oh, that's all they had back then.
Right, I was going to say.
Yeah, I mean, I get
it was
it,
either
but-
The
that
nails
or
were
hand
square.
nails.
Those are on the first floor,
Right.
and they don't come out.
No.
Yeah, hand-hewn nails. Yeah.
No.
So we're like, God damn, we took it off. There's a hole in the floor. That's the reason they put it there, to cover the hole in the floor. And so we go, okay, so how are we going to put down this flooring? Oh, and there were a million.
I just
different-
cover it up.
It was so
Chucky will fall through it.
Well, no, we can't. No, it's only this much
Oh,
into
okay.
it. I mean,
Right.
it's not like you're going to stand
Right.
on it because you can't stand there.
Okay.
Because they put the
Right.
vanity this far from it.
Right.
Gotcha.
So if something happens in the shower, you have to.
Right. See,
And my back today, all
right.
I'm going to say,
this is what happened. So
Wrecked.
A
just
lot of
going-
getting up and down.
at our age,
Bending
for the
over.
audience out there, our age,
Oh, yeah.
in the late 50s, up and down, up and down. And then it's funny because we're trapped in this little area. So Chuck opens up the windows and
immediately the thunderstorm of the century.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
goes through. It's just the humidity it was just crazy. We're just I'm sweating like,
And we're getting angry because all the angles.
and then,
Tempers are flaring. I was like so annoyed by the time we were done.
and then this is the best part.
Chucky's like, fuck it, we're putting baseboard on here too.
Chuck, and I'm trying to stay positive. This is going to be a fun project. We're getting it done. We're
Yeah, it
almost
was
there.
fun
It's
for
looking
about the
good.
first 45 minutes.
We're there.
The other 5 hours,
And there was one time I went down and I went to get up and it's like I'm going. Like
I had to
this.
help him up.
And he had to help. It's like my knees weren't
Stages.
working.
You have to slowly work your way back.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny because Monk said his knees are bothering right now too. So I go, God damn it. So there was the angle around the spot. So he has this little device you slide up against and kind of.
And so you can trace where the molding is, so you can cut perfect.
It's a
Right.
Oh, one of those, yeah.
There's
It's
like
got the
1,000
fingers.
fingers.
Yeah, like
yeah, those are cool, man.
Those
Yeah.
things that you could play with, but you put on your face.
I
and
put it
then-
on my
yeah.
peen.
That's a profile
Wow.
gauge.
Right. Yeah. Right. Right.
There you
so
go.
so
Thank you.
You're
we
welcome.
tried to.
That's what I'm
use-
here for.
We tried to use this, and then I go, Chuck, because I was using him in the beginning. I said, "You'll be my cutter."
Ed kept handing it back with the shape of his dick.
I'm like, why is this a
How
U?
about this, Chuck? How about this, Chuck?
Oddly, it's in the shape of your
We're
wing.
gonna cut this
I
one.
said,
What
Chuck,
is today's show sponsored by the letter U, Ed?
Yeah.
Peeps.
right. So he goes, do you want to do this? All right. So I line everything up. We do it, and I go,
And I go, what line are you following?
he did. I went, God damn it! I did it backwards.
You cut the wrong side,
I was
didn't
like,
you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I'm like,
Well,
God.
that he was following the grain of the wood pattern. Even when I looked at it, I'm like, this isn't right.
Yeah, you didn't think
Yeah.
that one through,
You
did
should
you?
have made sure he had his medication before he started.
Right? So-
Well, the worst part is both of us with our eyesight.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
right.
jeez.
And his even worse. I take mine off to be able to
Please
see.
tell me you videotaped this,
No,
because
we
I would
should
love
have.
to watch it.
Yeah.
to see close. So
I would
take
watch
mine
all
off.
5 hours of it.
Time lapse.
And so
The flowers died over there.
Oh, no, I want to hear Chucky swearing.
The seasons change.
Seasons change.
I still have a steady stream of tears.
we get all this done. He's got a little vanity there, and it's like you cut things, and then you go to put it in, and it's just like
One C hair
a
off.
one
Yeah.
CRF, and you're like, God damn it! Now I got to come back and try and groove it. And Chuck makes it. Then he does this. He goes, "Is it close enough? You could just use your knife on it." And so I go, I get
Oh, dangerous.
Well, I got him a pair of Kevlar gloves.
right.
Oh,
so-
oh,
so
good move.
He could,
Okay.
he could be
That's
right.
probably a good
I'd
call.
rather be an eighth inch short so you could fill it with caulk.
Well, that's funny you say that. Between quarter round and cock, that bathroom is perfect.
Well, what it is we get so much, and I'd
Fuck
say,
it, man.
I'd say, hey, look, the where it's going to be at, you got quarter round to cover it. So,
Yeah.
and because it's floating, you want to give a little.
and after
You
the
need to
first
leave.
45 minutes, I'm like, fuck it.
Quarter inch all the way around. or
Right. So, but we're tight near the tub so that the caulk will cover that.
Yeah.
But on the other side, float. But it's so locked together, it ain't
Yeah.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
It ain't going to go anywhere. So we get near. Here's the thing: we got to put in for the audience, I'm going to put it. And I put in all your.
You and I put in the toilet on my first floor.
Yep.
We just put in Colin's toilet.
Right now we're doing this toilet. This is the thing. So we get this toilet and he's on there, and
Not yet.
I used it before we even put it in.
Wait. So
That's a
Wasn't even hooked up yet.
Is that a Ferguson?
right, so I was like, now mind you, I didn't know how. I knew we were going to be there at his house a while. I figured 4 hours tops. I got there 10:30, something like that.
No, you got there about 10:45.
Okay,
Yeah.
So I thought 4 hours tops to the floor, and then to put the
At the
toilet
crack
in.
of noon.
Let me put it this way. The pizza was delivered at 5:30. That's how long we were there.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Just wait. So we're sitting there, and we got so we got to the point where we're close enough to the toilet. Okay, pull it out.
We pulled the old toilet, shut the water off, pulled the old toilet out.
Scariest moment, because he even said, I don't know if the water's going to shut
Well, you know how
off.
far fucking old those valves are,
Right.
you know? Well, it did.
Right, it shut off, thankfully, and it was the toilet was there so long, the water line, which was plastic, had hardened.
Oh,
You have to replace
Wow.
that every time.
yeah.
Yes.
Those are not
I had
reusable.
bought a new one. I bought all everything
those
new.
are not
If you get
reusable.
the braided, the metal braided.
Those
Okay.
are still.
Since you
Still
have
don't
it
matter, you
shut
gotta
off, you
choose.
might as well, man.
Right.
It's the seal, the compression part.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't reuse.
What'd you
those.
say, Monk?
That's a fact. They leak.
Monk,
Got
you
to change
saying?
them every time.
Okay,
You have to.
Okay, so
They're only like $4.
It was $6 for the steel braided one.
so he goes,
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. I'm like,
Inflation.
yeah.
right. So he goes, I got a new line. So okay, we got it to shut off. We're all hallelujah. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Thing. Took the toilet. Whole adventure there because you'd never get all the water out of the toilet.
Oh,
and
ever.
he's so
No.
paranoid. He's like,
No.
dude, I do
You
not.
shove a towel in there.
Well, we had a bunch of towels and I had a lawn and garden bag that we put the
Right.
toilet in.
Right.
So I
Right.
could carry it down
Right.
without getting
Right.
water out
Oh,
everywhere.
okay.
This.
There you go.
This is where.
How'd that work out?
Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult for us.
All I'm going to say is that toilet was heavier than I thought carrying it out.
lot.
Because
Yeah,
it was an old toilet. I think it was a cast iron.
1910.
It was heavy.
Damn.
It was the heaviest toilet I've ever lifted.
Whoa.
We pull it out and I'm like,
Like, Jesus, what is it, made out of marble?
Why didn't you just push
Cast
it out that
iron.
low window?
It's pewter.
I'll tell you what, dude, it was.
Pewter
It
pooper.
weighed a ton.
This is granite?
It had
I
cloth
have it.
feet,
It's
just
sitting
like
on
the
my back
bathtub.
deck as we speak.
Right. Yeah.
Becky's like, "What are you gonna do with it?" And I'm like, "Going out on bulk day."
And it's funny.
I'll wrap it up in plastic for the
You could-
trash man.
You
but-
could wait till winter and put it in the back of your truck for weight.
Weight.
Because I have a 2-wheel drive.
Put it in the front yard and plant
Every
a flower
time-
in it.
For
There you
ballast.
go.
Did you hear
Ballast.
that? He said, put it in your front yard. Use it as a planter.
every time.
Yeah.
Every
you
time
wanna-
if I put it in the back of my Jeep, every time we get in the winter, once it warms up, did you fart? No.
No.
You could, you know how people put, to what do you call it? To change the mind if people are gonna turf your lawn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait,
Put shit in
deterrent?
a
Deterrent.
Deterrent, yeah. You could have that out there, a little wipe out a car.
And hey, every time you can just leave it hooked up, so when you want to water it, you just flush it.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. I live in historic downtown Amherst.
Yes.
And we're close enough where a lot of the residents walk to like a lot of the bars and restaurants.
Right.
So at
Yeah, they'd all
1:30 in
be
the
in there
morning
at
walking
night.
home, I know people would poop in that thing.
Oh, God.
Rocking a mean one.
So
Chuck would be the first one.
So you don't have to touch it. It's if it's already out by the curb.
I don't want the garbage man to leave it there for 2 weeks.
Oh,
Right.
he'll be pissed off.
What-
You
we're,
know it.
We're going down the stairs and he's yelling, Becky, back door now. Becky, back door now. He was.
She's like, not now, maybe later.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
here's the thing.
so
She
early.
was, she was playing Call of Duty and
I was
God
going to say,
forbid
she's
we
going,
interrupt
in a
her
minute,
game.
in a minute. I'm almost done. In a minute.
She'll
She's
appreciate
killing
when she
some
has her own
kids.
Call of Duty.
Well, wait, we got a whole thing here. So I said, oh my God, we got that
Now,
done.
mind you, my knuckles bleeding.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
afraid of getting poop water in
Yes.
it.
Oh yeah, you're
It's
gonna
so-
get infected.
I put rubber gloves on to get the wax ring out.
Yes, he did.
I did. I'm like,
He
I
goes,
would have too.
Chucky goes, I'll do it. I had he didn't have putty. I had a putty knife in my tool belt, so
I
figured
used Ed's toothbrush.
He did.
It's like, I'll do it. I'll just use my teeth.
The plastic ring was all. The wax ring was hard, like a
Anyway,
dog
he
toy.
thought it was a big turd flavor lifesaver.
Like Bill Murray in the pool scene of Caddyshack.
No big deal.
Okay.
And it's a rush because I want to get past. It's you could see the home stretch on the floor.
There was 2 more boards after the toilet.
Yeah, and our backs were on fire.
And that took them like 4 hours.
Oh, you have no idea.
Our backs were on fire from going up and down and then the whole being angry at the weird.
Sounds fun though.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, couldn't pee the whole time.
Well, I have another toilet. Oh, wait, there's more.
So what
no.
happened is we're going through it, and I'm in mentally rotating a clock, not for time of doing the job, but bodily functions. Because I didn't eat, because I didn't want to go over his house, because I knew he only had. I thought you had a toilet in your basement.
No,
but
I got a
forgot.
shower, but not a toilet.
Right.
But I do
That's
poop
a
in the shower. So.
Toilet, shower, whatever.
It's all the same.
You just stop it down the hole with your heel.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
whatever.
You pull
Just got to mash it down, rub it in.
Yeah. You pull up the grate in the shower and let it go down. It's
no big deal.
Put the grate back on.
Oh.
It's not like you
The
don't
grate
poop in the
pops
sun.
right
Are
out.
these our methods?
Right. So he goes, I go, Chuck,
Absolutely.
man, I may have to run home for a minute.
And
He
I'm
goes,
like,
"What?"
you were not running
'Cause
across town.
Dude, this is the worst part. Is it was hot as hell. All right, because but there was a breeze, but it was humid because of the rain. You know what I mean? The rain was coming through. We're getting close to do the beer of the week too. Which
Once you end this.
we can interrupt this because there's more on this. So it gets hot and we're sweaty, and you get that ass sweat. You know what I mean?
It's called swass.
Yeah, you get the ass. So then I said,
Oh, I was like, what was that?
That was a good
sound
one.
effect.
you do that. I go, Chuck, I think I may have to use your restroom or I'm going to go home. He goes, no, you could use the one right off his kitchen.
And he got to use the water closet one.
We put that one
with
in.
turbo flush.
And it
Ooh.
right.
Oh, yeah. Those are nice.
But here's the thing. It's when you sit on the toilet, it's a round. We got a round versus an oval.
Oh,
Because if you put the
female.
oval in,
It's a female.
it would not.
It wouldn't have- okay.
no.
It wouldn't have fit. And when you close the door, it's right here.
That's
It,
awesome.
it like hits your knees.
yeah,
Pretty much.
It's like ZZ's big top bathroom.
I pooped in that bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
I had no
think
choice.
I have too.
I had no choice.
I mean, you're right there.
Right, you're right there. And so
Yeah.
when you're peeling your pants down, your underwear is like a wet swimsuit. You know what I mean?
I even was like, Ed, if you're embarrassed to poop here, I'll light a candle.
He did.
I lit a lemongrass candle, so it smelled like somebody shit in a lemongrass field.
And all I can think is the lovely Beck is in the next room playing Call of Duty.
Two rooms over.
2 rooms over. Like she's 2 rooms over. 2 rooms over. I'm like, oh God. And you go to lean to clean, and your head goes and hits the door. And the door up, and I kept pulling the door. And I'm like, God damn it.
But luckily, the neighbor's kitty corner could see everything.
Right.
Oh, that's good then.
Because there's a
So you
window-
still mind your P's and Q's?
Yeah, they mount.
And I'm like,
They
God
was
damn it.
minding your P's and poos.
I sounded old.
So
Yeah.
we get it all done, all right? And so finally, we go to put the new toilet on there.
And we thought we had it.
We thought we had it, dude.
We
thought,
were like, we got this. We've done it a bunch of times.
a bunch of times I've done a toilet.
Oh, we forgot to put the bolts in.
No. Oh, no.
No, wait. So we get the new toilet down. He had this real nice. It was a really nice rubber.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, wait.
Instead of the ring?
Yeah. They started
blue
waxing.
one?
Put it on, and then we get it down and get.
And I'm like, man, that toilet's sitting up awful high. And you're like, well, sit on it, then we'll screw it in.
right. Sit in.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, all right.
And as I'm tightening down, because dude, I did it one time in my life. I broke a toilet, and it wasn't on the bolts. But
Now, mind you, this is the home stretch.
Basically, the home
This is,
stretch.
and we're already angry
It's supposed
because
to be the easy part, right?
our
Right.
backs are done.
Like,
Like when you stand up, it feels like somebody's got a blowtorch on your back. It's,
yeah,
They're just on fire.
So we get it all down. Everything's in. Hook up the water lines. Turn it on. The tank, his side of the tank was leaking just a hair. So
we got that.
And it's a dance, to make sure that tank.
Yeah,
sure.
So we're over there with screwdrivers, spinning
Nice.
plates.
Nice timing. Oh, man. Good time lapse music.
We were, and now mind you, I said, are you feeling squirrely? He says, yes. Let's flush it, and we flush it, and water comes out the front of the bottom of the toilet.
We're like,
God
damn it,
damn it.
dude! Right then and there, I wanted to throw it out a window.
Right. Because normally
More caulk.
No.
Right.
I'm kidding.
So you got to pull it up. So I said, let's get the tried and true wax ring because that always works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
So-
just a pain in the ass.
You had
Yeah,
one?
it is.
Yeah,
Oh, you
came
had,
with it.
okay.
Yeah.
They're only a couple
This is the
bucks.
worst. You know, when you peel it off and it's all over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The look on Jeffrey's face says it all right there.
You know, Ed's peeling it like a bunt cake because it looks like a bunt cake in
It
that
is.
thing.
Yeah.
It is. And then he intentionally, this is what the son of a bitch does. He intentionally makes me doubt myself
Yeah.
all the time. And I don't know, look at the look on
Did
that
he
face.
want the wrapper cheese?
He's like, what are you going to do with this when we're done?
So I go, you know, I'm going to put it down. And he goes, do you got it the right way? I'm like, God damn it. You know, because sometimes you see people
Makes you question
I'm not
yourself.
One of yes. I'm not one of those guys that slaps it on the bottom of the toilet.
I don't know.
first,
Did I put it
'cause
on
some
right?
people will do that. They put it on
I'm
the
not very.
We put it
versed
over
in
the hole, and
I
then you
remember.
lower the toilet.
Yeah,
Right.
some people. That's the way I do it. But some
Yeah.
people, if you read the instructions, they
Yeah.
put it on the
Yeah,
toilet.
but that one, once it's down, you're down.
Right.
I mean, there's no.
Right.
No.
You're right.
Yeah.
It was
You got
sad.
one shot.
One shot.
So right, one shot. So I said, let's do it. We put it down, got everything set, and then I said, did we flip? I can't remember if we flipped it or not. I got it on there, got the bolts, you know, because that's just the thing.
The bolt's getting now. Like I said, our backs are hurting so bad it took both of us to lower the toilet.
Yes, yeah, and the look.
You seated it nice.
Look-
Everything was.
Yeah.
The look on his face, he's like, is it on? You know, it's because I'm
Yeah,
on my
it's like
back.
Because what
Fucker.
happened is I was holding it up, straddling the toilet, lowering it down.
Yes.
And he was lining up the bolts.
Oh, and he was taking his good old time.
Yeah, I'm like, did you get it yet? You're like, hold
Well,
on.
sometimes those bolts move.
And that's what
because
happened.
They're through
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that sucks. Because there's 4 of them, right?
Just
Two.
two.
Oh, just 2, right?
I've had
4
one
would
fall
suck.
over, like
yeah.
all the way. And you're like, no. I gotta
dude.
pick the whole thing back
Like I
up.
said,
I was
with-
fishing for it.
We were fucking angry.
Wait,
Oh,
before when we first put it down to this is a funny thing. We first put the one with the rubber
Yeah.
gasket down on it, and we went to pull it up, and the suction was so tight. We were like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
it was on there.
Why didn't that one work?
Yeah.
It just didn't
Well, when
it
we
just
pulled
didn't-
it
They
off,
didn't spit on it.
when we pulled it off, it was like all bent down into the thing.
So when we
Oh.
seated it, we were just off. You know, that's why.
yeah.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidge off.
Enough
So-
to fuck it up. It was brand new. We pulled it off. It went right back to its normal thing. I'm like, throw that fucking thing away.
he did.
I was mad.
And you know what? Those come with these little doodads that go on those 2 screws that
Yes!
keep them pointing straight up.
That
You
was
forgot
why
to
I
use
loved
those too, didn't you, Ed?
Oh man.
So
You're in the
needless to
box
say,
with it.
It was
So we get it down, get everything set, we get everything hooked back up, no leaking on the. We're used to
perfect, yeah.
everything's set, and I look at him, I go, "You feeling squirrely?" He goes, "Yeah." Now, mind you, I forgot that he had bought this super industrial grade toilet. It can flush pool
Golf
balls.
balls.
Golf balls.
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
which is
With
perfect.
I
3/4
wouldn't have
inch
even done a
nut.
shower run. I would have took a dump right
Yeah.
then.
Just
did
rolled the
it.
dice.
Just go for it.
Wait, so we're sitting there, and I'm sitting. I was, "You feeling squirrely?" He says, "Yeah." We're looking all around, and so I go, "Oh!" And dude,
Now, mind you, I put paper towels all around,
All around.
to see, so you can see if water.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
look, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yes. So we do it, and I look at it, and I go, and when this thing flushed, the air pressure in the room changed.
Just pull your wallet out of your back pocket.
No, there's nothing in it, so it does. It's
Pull
light
it
as air.
It was very light.
Suck the shower curtain in.
It almost ripped open the Velcro on Ed's wallet.
Chucky asked me,
Run to the light.
Chuck, I flush it. Chuck goes, "Weren't you wearing a hat?" You know, like,
I was like, "Where's my glasses?" I'm like, "Well,
He didn't have hemorrhoids till then. He had a
Yep.
pink sock.
yeah, you never sit on it
Yeah.
and flush it.
No, don't ever do that.
and I
You
was
look like Mr. Snuffleupagus."
right.
No.
So happy. It was just a hair, but what we figured it out was the water
That had come out the first time.
the first time.
Oh.
You know, we didn't clean underneath
Yeah.
the bottom of the toilet. There was no leak, so we're super happy. So I'm happy. You're happy. Yeah, he's happy. He said, "Man, I'm the easiest client ever." He said everything went great. He's just got a little bit of work he's gonna do. No problem. Great. We're good. He says we're gonna order a pizza, and I go, "Oh man, okay, sure. I'll have a slice of pizza. No problem."
So I got pizza and wings.
No problem. Right. So no
Nice.
problem. Pizza wing. So
The delivery guy came.
Listen to this though. This tell me this doesn't sound like the most mental thing on the planet. I go downstairs, and the whole time the lovely Beck is going, "Chuck, I'm hungry." And Chuck goes, well, I'm going to get pizza. Okay. 5 minutes go by. Did you order pizza? I'm hungry.
Mind you, she's still sitting there on the couch playing Call of Duty for 5 hours with headphones on.
Right. The whole time she's just going, I'm hungry. And we're like, God damn it. Then she says, this is the part that was mental. When she said it to me, I go, Chuck, what does she mean by it? And he had to explain this. She goes, can I use the toilet up there? We go, yeah, you should use the toilet. Everything
I know where you're going with this.
should be fine on it. And she goes, well, how many pumps do we got to use? Pumps.
Here's the thing.
Listen to this story.
The toilet that we had up there was so calcified that you had to squirt
easy.
dish soap in it for things to go down. Because you know the jet thing on the front?
Yeah.
There was no pressure coming out.
Oh,
so
my
everything was just gravity.
So when they
little Venturi. And
Yeah.
that was it.
yeah.
So she goes, how many pumps? And I was like, Chuck, what does she mean, how many pumps?
I go on our
the floor.
Like, I'm sorry.
Because she was joking now because it's a new toilet.
Right.
Before, she would have been serious.
Right. And she said, even for toilet tissue to go down,
you would need dish soap in it.
Oh, wow.
So they had dish soap
On the
in
back of the thing. We had the clean. Dude, when we pulled the wax
Cleanest
ring out, it was the cleanest fucking pipe ever. It
It was
like,
all blue.
You're soaking in it.
Yeah.
Madge.
Oh, look, there's Madge.
Yeah.
Look at.
Was it palm olive?
Right, dude. I was like, I've never heard of this. That you have to, you're timing your restroom by the dish soap that you're putting in
They
there.
probably went through thousands of dollars worth of Dawn dish
Well, I have a
soap,
question.
Go ahead.
and then
When
not get a new toilet, you know.
When she was saying, I'm hungry, how close was the kitchen?
2 rooms over.
Oh,
Yeah.
She could have made a sandwich.
We think, but listen, so we ordered the pizza and they're like, because I'm getting it delivered. I'm not going anywhere because I am spent.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I am
You weren't
done.
the one next door.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So they're like, it's an hour delivery. And I go, Ed, watch, it'll be here in 46 minutes.
Yep.
It got there in 40.
He said
I was
a
like,
timer.
I just know their time.
Yeah.
He said a timer to it. So I was like, God damn.
Well,
so
they
we
give themselves a window.
Yeah, well, I told him, I'm like, it ain't going to be an hour. It'll be about 46 minutes.
Yeah, but for the audience, we're going to have a beer, and before we continue the story, we're going to be talking our beer of the week, which you'll grab in a second. Want to thank all the people that have been a part of the show, including our great friend Andrew Grizzle over at Allstate, the Allstate Independent
Thanks,
Agent.
Thank you, Andrew.
The North Ridgeville. The graphic will be on the screen for the audience there watching on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble.
Part of
the
one.
North Ridgeville, Ohio office at 440-327-8744, where Andrew, who's a great agent, willing to save you some money, and I'm not just saying that because he's a part of the show. He's a really good guy who will bundle
have a whole
auto,
Okay,
home,
we'll
life,
stuff out of here,
and
so I gotta
retirement.
Thank you.
So please
Thanks,
check him
Andrew.
out. Give them a shout out to all. It's a.
And did you also
put it in
did
this
you
glasses
also
right there.
give a shout out to Ziggy'sPubRestaurant.com,
I did.
Muscle Vodka,
Yep.
Salad Al's.
And our beer of the week is
It's Mackenzie's Hard Cider, Black Cherry Hard Cider. And I cannot see the alcohol. It's in 5.0% alcohol.
Thank you. Well, that's good.
Yeah. It's
Chucky,
an American
It
tradition.
smells like it's not overpowering.
No,
you know
it
what I
smells
mean?
really
Like,
good.
It doesn't smell like it's
Yeah.
candy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right. So thank you, Andrew.
Yeah,
everybody
the
else.
beer of the week is brought to you by the Pit of
Oh,
Despair,
that's
where
good.
dreams
And
go
Mackenzie's
Oh,
Hard
that is
Cider.
good.
That is good.
That's delicious.
Oh, it smells good.
Holy hell, is that good?
You got one, Jeff?
That's like candy.
I do. That's
That's,
that's
no
a-
joke.
That is a winner.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mackenzie's.
That is
That's good.
Sponsor
yeah, I like
us.
that.
Yes.
a little sweet for my liking, but I can do it. It's
I mean,
good.
you can't drink it all night.
Is somebody going to want
That
this
means
other
it's
one?
good.
Do you want me to
Excuse
put
me.
it back in?
I'm good.
That's
That's right,
delicious.
baby. Put it back in.
You got it, girlfriend.
I'll take it over to Monk's this weekend. I'll get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That was good.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I like
You
that.
better not.
Good. That's good.
What's that? What's that, Monk?
You said you better not.
Yeah, that's
I get. You know what I found in the process?
highly
Where did
recommend
you get
that.
this now?
That was at the Pure gas station, where they got a great variety of beers and selections of
All
beer.
the
I know why you
stores
would
go there.
one on Middle Ridge.
Go to the Pure.
Yep.
No,
I know
They
why
got
you
good
were
beer
there.
selection.
Is that
They
where that
really do.
idiot used to sell food? Thief?
He still does.
Yeah. Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm going.
So if you go inside
I
that
got two
gas station, the
t-shirts
gas
now.
station is not the thief. It's the food truck guy.
Yeah.
But if you go in the gas station, they have a beer cave that must be 20 degrees below zero. Because 2 weeks ago, when
Cool
it was
in the summer when it's hot out.
we had 2 80-degree days
Yeah.
so far in Ohio, and the rest have been 50 and rainy. Fucking Ohio,
Right.
But
Everybody
on
in
that
that
180-degree
area was
day, I went in there to get some beer, and there were 5 other guys just like standing there in the
Yeah.
in the
Lawn
AC.
chairs.
Looking.
Yeah,
They're window shopping.
There's so many guys in there. They brought up the temperature.
but a lot of friction.
Kicked it on.
But to end this story, he ordered his pizza from this local pizza place. Said, okay, great. So he ordered these wings, garlic wings or garlic.
No, they were just hot
wings.
Was it from like like it rhymes with Arcos?
No. It wasn't a chain.
You know what?
Oh.
Wait a minute. I got something for that. Now that you just said that.
Keep going with the story.
Okay.
We gotta.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So he orders it, and then he basic pizza,
Pepperoni, double sauce.
Oh, good.
Perfect, right?
Yeah,
Gotta
pepperoni
have
Some
double
wings,
sauce.
and a lovely Beck eats a salad. Who's gonna eat a salad when you get a pizza?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, dude, she got a whole family dinner salad for herself.
Well, she probably feels like fine.
Well, yeah, you guys
I
are
can eat-
poopy fingers from
roughage.
touching them toilets.
and not worry about Palmolive.
I actually just let her eat for the first time. So
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh,
I
is that
wanted to
what it
show
was?
off in front of Ed.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's
you
a
go ahead and
roughage.
eat, but don't you embarrass me, woman.
Yeah. You don't want
You better order a salad.
You don't want a thick hoe.
Right. So we're eating it, and dude, here's the funny. My sister calls. All right, she says, "Hey, I gave her a TV, and one of them. It's good. Yeah, I know. You want
That's
more?
like crazy
No.
good.
Okay, so he goes, you got to go, and I said, my sister lives right around the corner, so I'm going to go help her with the TV I gave her. But in the meantime, I had eaten this pizza
And wings.
He's having a couple wings. Just have a couple wings. I'm like, okay, I had a couple wings, no big deal. I had it, and then all of a sudden, right, I haven't
The
eaten.
window was closing.
Oh boy.
I was able to use my new toilet.
Right.
Nice.
I was like, Chuck, I think I gotta go.
Yeah.
Did
Well,
you go
you-
upstairs in the new one?
Did you do
No.
it?
No.
Oh,
Why?
I totally
I'm like,
would
what
have.
He went out in the driveway in the old one.
I'm gonna go lift it off my deck and be like, why is this thing 10 pounds heavier?
Dude, and what happened was I hadn't eaten all day, so the first meal of the day hit me.
Yep.
Right. Well, he's got IBS.
Oh, yeah.
He knows.
I've
Right.
got so many appointments. I made the mistake of going to my doctor, and she's like, "Oh, let me set you up with all these 50 fucking appointments."
Oh,
I'm like,
Yeah. Oh.
That's a word. Because what it is does coffee affect you too?
No,
Really?
not at all.
I can smell coffee and have to shit, and that is
Yeah, but
honestly
I-
not truth.
But I drink a pot a day, so
I drink a cup a day.
That's insane.
Yeah, me too. Maybe 2.
On a bad day, I'll drink 2.
Cups.
Oh, and that's just on the weekends. I don't drink.
Yeah.
During the summer, I don't drink coffee.
So I went. This is the thing. I went to my sister.
I don't like hot beverages
and
when
she-
it's hot out.
My sister lives in it. Right,
I gotta go. I was thinking about it.
she lives in this apartment, and so I go over to her house to help her with the TV, and I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden that pizza and wings kick in, and I'm going.
You're doing Lamaze.
I'm doing Lamaze again because I'm thinking, how long is it going to last at her place? Because even though it's my sister, it's this apartment, and she had this toilet. It was the lowest toilet,
Oh, I hate those.
and it had even the back was like super.
Came from Thailand.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need the squatty potty thing.
Yeah, squatty potty.
If you're that low,
My knees.
You
yeah.
look like a cricket sitting on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you pinch your temple with your knees,
You're licking the back of your knee.
that's dedication.
Right, and then the thing was, I look on over, and it has like this weird down, and it's a low, but it's not like a normal toilet. The tank
Ed
is
pooped in the bidet.
Is it a quiet flusher? One of
Yes.
those rush. Whoosh.
yes, yes, and it's a slow fill.
Oh,
That's what she said.
where they let
Hi-yo.
the tension build.
Yeah. Well, you got to wait for it. You're like,
Yeah. Is it ever gonna shut off?
when it didn't go all the way down the first time, you're like, shit.
right. It takes
Yeah.
20 minutes to flush twice.
Right.
It's
Well,
like a cobra looking back up at you.
The brown spotted corn snake.
because you're still going, and there's nothing in there to receive you. You know what I mean? The bowl.
Oh, man, you're just blasting porcelain.
So you shit in this toilet. Was it like coming out of water, touching your butthole? Was it like?
A large soft serve cone.
I told Chuck I pooped so much that I could actually see my dick. You know what I mean? I lost
Nice.
so much weight. I'm like, there it is.
There you go.
Chuck
Was it just laying on like a landing, filled up? You know, some of those toilets.
You're waiting for the tide to come in.
Yeah. It's like those fishing boats laying on their side.
Every time I just heard Linda Ronstadt. And the fishing boats.
Yeah, Blue Bayou.
Yes.
Oh god.
This was Brown Bayou.
Yeah, it's like, why do they have an angle?
But I finally made it home, and I told him, I said, my back is on fire. He said he was getting a heating pad
I got
out.
the heating pad out, took some Tylenol.
He said that he slept for 10 hours.
I slept for 10 hours. I haven't slept for 10 hours since.
In at least a decade.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Can't say that
I
now.
woke up and I'm like,
wait a
softly
minute.
light out.
Yeah, that's when you're like, what fucking day is it?
Yeah, like
What did I
something
do?
is wrong.
Yeah, something is awry.
Right. The funny part,
The funny part is I go downstairs and Becky's playing Call of Duty again. True story.
She's a trooper.
Same
Slept it up.
game.
You
Dude,
had the
I-
Michael Jackson sleep.
I did.
dude, I was gone so long when I came home, like the dog was playing with his dog dish, like, you know.
And by dog dish, you mean Ed's nuts.
Yeah.
He's like looking at the dog dish.
A little hungry.
God. I wanted to ask
you,
Jeffrey,
Monk.
because Jeffrey Neutron, because I saw this one girl that when I was out, and I didn't ask
Think
her.
she liked you?
No.
Well, she did ask if he needed a spoon for his blizzard. So
I mean, no. We have a mutual friend and stuff, but I wanted to ask about. You said your daughter's not diabetic.
No.
When diabetics that have the unit on their arm, right?
Yeah, the pump, the insulin pump.
Is that the pump, or is it the pump on? There's a pump on.
one
their
is a
hip?
monitor that sends it to your phone.
Yeah, the little-
and the other one is a pump.
The little disc is the monitor, and it's just a little needle that has a patch, and it has a little Bluetooth connection, and it just continually monitors their
So
blood sugar.
where that's when
the
you're
pump they usually wear
on their hip.
on their hip,
like where you wear your fanny pack.
Oh,
and
don't encourage him, Mom. Don't encourage
I
him.
mean it's basically an IV. They usually just
How does that work? I mean, because he and I were talking, and I said because
it's plugged into you.
Right.
Plus it's now does it? No, thank you. Does it plug right into your hip?
Yeah, he said it's like an IV.
okay. I've seen multiple. The old ones
Yeah.
had a tube
plug
that
into the
literally
wall.
went into your not into your stomach,
Plugged
but
in the
your
wall.
the
duodenum.
insulin. What's the organ that creates the insulin? I'm blanking.
Urethra
Your
Franklin.
pancreas.
Pancreas, yeah, whatever. Yeah. So
Okay.
there's a tube that they surgically implant. They don't need that anymore. Now it's
You
just
have a port.
now it's now it's just an IV.
Okay.
So that's removable.
So, well, here,
Can you shower in it?
right?
You don't
That's
need
a
to
good-
because you just take it out and put it back in.
Oh, okay. But you always have this on because it monitors your blood sugar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Okay.
you-
Because those are waterproof.
Yeah.
It's got
But
a
you-
Does that
plastic
break the
patch.
skin?
Smoker
Yeah, there's a
patch.
needle in it.
It's an actual needle in
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
That's what I was right. That's what I was asking him.
Doesn't
Now,
that get uncomfortable?
well,
I don't know. I never had one.
our
It would seem.
Ed's dating an 80-year-old with the original pump.
Yeah.
Throws her leg over his shoulder and the thing comes out and is shooting insulin across the bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she's a squirter. There's ants all over his room where the sugar water dried
Oh
up.
my God.
Wow.
Jeez.
What, too much? I never know.
That's very vivid.
No.
well,
There's hummingbirds landing in his room.
They keep flying up to her hip.
I think it's spun a leak.
Well, he and I were talking because our good friend, well, not Big Dan, who's passed on now, God rest him, that his wife she's the same thing.
Right.
Now, can you go swimming with that thing, or can
Like
you
he
take
said, you could take it off.
Yeah, I mean, so
what do you got to hold it in your side?
I'm sure it has a check valve
Yeah.
where it just opens seawater and
got a
stuff
little-
can't go in.
Little rubber.
There's
There's a valve.
a zebra muscle clogging it.
like a
Oh,
barnacle.
no.
She has a zinc plate on her back.
A sacrificial plate.
She gets
Like a-
on the beach
like a
and there's
boat.
a little hermit crab.
To the best of my knowledge, to answer your question,
Right.
yes, because
Okay.
A tube worm comes out.
like if you've got an IV, it's in the vein and it's covered with the plastic that's
Yes.
watertight. It can't get anything in it. The one that was implanted, same thing. They put the plastic thing around it because it doesn't ever heal all the way.
Oh, I get it.
Oh,
And
God.
you don't want it to.
Right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I gotta sneeze.
Can I
Bless you.
sidetrack?
Yeah, go.
When I was little and growing up, I always thought it was like a woman's vagina.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would always wonder, does that thing just like fill up with water and stuff? You know what I mean? Like, how does it stay closed? And
Well, if
isn't
they
it
don't
just
jump
like?
off a cliff, if they don't
isn't
jump
it-
off the ship mast.
I mean,
Is there a flap or like a
is there,
hatch?
is there a
What
check
is-
valve?
Yeah.
There's got to be one. A vaginal check valve. But yeah, like
The
when you get out of the
BCV,
pool,
yep,
you get out of
yep.
the pool, does it just like flush out? You know?
Yeah.
You know. Anyhow, that's what I was.
Besides that diversion,
Very side note.
Think
Sorry.
think about a colostomy bag.
Okay.
All right.
oh yeah, 'cause
No
they got-
thanks.
they
You have to
the,
shower.
I want to.
Yeah, I don't want to, but people that have those have to be able to bathe or shower.
Right.
So you take the bag off, you put a cap on it, it's watertight,
and you put a
becau-
band over
right.
it. Yeah.
Isn't there like a when you don't you turn it on? Wouldn't it? Is there like a ball? You know what I mean? When you turn
Ball
it on,
valve?
Yeah. Old valve.
yeah, when you turn it on, it pushes the ball in a
Yeah,
little
switch
bit.
on
Maybe
it, like-
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure how that functions.
It's like
works.
lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay.
He's over there with some PB Rust Buster.
Yeah.
Dang it!
I don't know.
When I see that guy coming towards the pool, I'm getting out.
I see a dude with a check valve on his side. Yeah. I'm,
Open.
Because I when I was in the hospital, I had I was catheterized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they put that in your butt.
Well, it's because you're Catholic, right?
That was the largest suppository I've ever had in my life.
Oh, I thought you meant when you were born. They
Catheterized you?
Yeah.
Amen.
No, not that.
Thank you.
But I was catheterized and I had the bag, but they would sponge bathe me.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's even with a catheter, though. I mean, it's in a hole that's already there. I don't
you-
think it's going to hurt.
Well,
Yeah, well, I'm sure it would.
He
Well,
obviously, Big Dan, they had a kid, so you can have sex with his.
You have
Yeah,
to take the
it's-
catheter out.
Wait,
Yeah, you got to take the catheter out.
what's
That doesn't work.
Otherwise,
Where are we going
it's
with
really,
this?
really
Unless you
awkward.
put the other end of the hose in her. And
I'm not sure where the
What were they connected by?
yeah, if you can't fill the hose, you have to. You got to do a siphon.
Well, they were connected by
Reverse.
the catheter. He had one, she had one. And they looked like the beginning of Lost in Space. How they were all connected together.
I was having a long.
That's for the old people out
Gotta
there.
blow into
I
it.
was having a dry spell and it was kind of dry. And
You ever blow into chocolate milk when you get a straw?
same thing.
Lady in
I
the
just
tramp when
wondered
they were
about
eating
that.
a piece of spaghetti.
you know, and I thought I was under the misconception that I thought your daughter was diabetic.
No.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
we have low blood sugar. That's
Hypoglycemic?
technically it's hypoglycemic, not
So
hyperglycemic.
wait a minute. Does that mean that you have to?
He's a hyper hypo.
Yes, we have
more
to eat sugar
Really?
or we faint.
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, because your blood
You
sugar
okay
goes
right now?
low.
Yeah.
Talk about a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah. Do you have a thing monitor it or no?
No, just
You
when you
can-
feel dizzy, you
No,
eat a piece
yeah,
of chocolate.
you can feel it
Do
coming
you have
on.
like something you could pop in or?
No, I'm not that bad. I don't,
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
Like Paul Bart. Was it Paul Bart Mall Cop? He was hypoglycemic,
it was.
Right.
and he'd have to have little mints on him.
That was one of the biggest premises of the
yeah,
movie.
I have
Usually a
passed
bowl of-
out from it though.
Usually have a bowl of
Really?
candy
Yeah.
here. I've been gone.
And I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
if you
things have
if you
changed.
do pass out, you don't pass out long, but if you do pass out, you wake up, you just eat a fucking
Snickers. Kit
well,
Kat.
yeah, anything, hard candy,
Chocolate
come right
covered
back.
peanut butter and jelly
Sugar.
sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. The best thing. So what I used to eat a lot when I was
Sugar
working
cubes?
outside was if I started to feel faint, I'd eat goldfish because they've got a lot of
Stop
carbs.
Oh, I'm
And
thinking
the
live
carbs turn to
goldfish.
sugar.
Right.
Dipped in honey.
And they last longer, so I don't lose the
He's eating a
sugar.
goldfish dipped in
Just
honey.
goldfish. No, I just take them right out of the bowl.
Right.
Real gold.
Shoot
Not
the
those kind of gold.
They're like, can you please
goldfish,
get out of the
Edward.
pet store, sir?
Can you imagine, like, over at Monk's house. Monk, is that what you keep?
These are for my piranhas.
That's
I
what you
swear
have
to
Ready
God.
to faint.
He's got the
Painting
net.
going on over here.
Because he's got that koi pond. That's pretty weird. Look at it.
Monk looks out his back window. There's Jeffrey floating in the koi pond one day with a snorkel, trying
got
to
a
get one of the
snorkel.
giant goldfish. This will last me a month.
Well, I was
Quite
told that
bad.
brings, there's a lake in Ridgeville. It's called Center something Park, like right down
Lincoln
South
Park?
Central
Okay.
Park in Ridgeville.
Okay.
And it's a big, kids can go fishing, whatever. I took my son. He was going to see his mom. So
Is that where he caught that 8-foot?
and no, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
But I had
Catch like a
polarized
car engine in
sunglasses,
that one.
and they make a difference when you're by the water. You can see
yeah.
through
Oh,
the
yeah.
glare.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely.
I see something orange, and I'm looking. Someone released one of their
Goldfish?
koi, yeah,
koi
one
fish?
of the,
Yeah.
and it was like 2.5 feet long. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
orange and white.
Wait, dude.
It looked fake.
If
like
there's
Mr.
nothing.
Limpet.
if Monk ever has I know he's talking tiki bar thing. He's got. Is it 3 that are that big? Because I know you got 5.
There's like 5 that big.
No,
Wow.
dude.
That's
not
amazing.
not
It
a
was
And
joke.
there's like
No,
35 that are like little babies right now.
but not a joke. His koi. Have you seen it recently or no?
He doesn't invite
Oh,
us
this thing
over.
was huge.
Not a joke.
Dude, I work fucking 97,000 hours a week.
He
That
has
is no excuse,
he's
Jerry.
got 5 big ones, but 3 from his.
35 days, biatches.
He has from one
Nice.
brought over from his old house. He had the koi pond there, and the ones that he has now, not a joke, dude. Those got to be what 10, 15-pound fish.
I don't know.
They're just
Yeah,
monstrous.
this one was 16.
I know where I'm going fishing.
No shit.
There's no fishing, man. You just got a noodle for them.
Oh yeah.
Right. They're huge, dude.
Oh yeah. This was one of those. It was just like, but it was like in this setting of natural.
they don't-
You see this orange and white fish.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
like a
Sticks out of nowhere.
beacon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, do they have?
It's like seeing a white albino deer.
Right.
Yeah.
A white albino one?
Whoa. Is there other albino deer?
I'm sorry.
Just
Is that-
albino.
yeah.
You can tell we're very well educated.
I didn't
here at
know
the
which
Pit
one
of
I was
Despair.
going
Yeah.
for there.
Now, when it comes to fish, like do they have predators? Do koi?
Yeah. Eagle fish.
Us.
Hawk. Like eagle.
Yeah, you go,
Yeah.
blue
I mean-
herons.
Raccoon.
Oh yeah, he's got blue
Raccoon.
hair.
Yeah. Blue heron.
Not anymore. I think my fish ate one.
I was gonna say, but when they're
Send
that
a
big,
message.
they don't care.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's an eagle. Come get me, asshole.
Come home and there's like these 2 chicken feet sticking up out of the water.
Yeah. Natural predator. I think Cedar Point is like children.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Feeding
Dude.
them candy and
Pellets. Those,
anything.
Remember when you used to throw
Yeah, those
cigarettes in there?
pellets.
to
Oh, yeah.
eat
Oh,
out of
yeah.
their butt?
They just
Yeah.
eat the cigarettes.
Are those what's is that koi or carp? That
Those are
Those
carp.
are carp.
carp.
Same
that are-
family,
that
I
Cedar-
think.
Cedar Point.
you can't
Yeah, they're
eat
the
those
same.
though, right?
No.
I
You
mean,
can. There's
native
a mud
carp.
vein.
What?
Oh, they have a mud vein?
Yeah, if you fillet it wrong.
Isn't that a band?
I heard it can be good. It's probably good smoked. A lot of fish
Carp?
that you don't
What,
normally
smoked
eat.
mud vein?
Smoked mud vein. That sounds terrible.
This is a
No,
little
When
earthy.
you fillet it, I guess there's
A bit nutsy.
You know, it can kind of poison or taint the meat.
A little bit of hot
If you don't-
sauce on
Said
it.
taint.
Some hot sauce.
Taint.
See here, I don't.
I used to go to Hot Waters and catch a really big one and sell it to the
yeah,
Other
to
people that are fishing
people
there?
that are fishing
Yeah,
there.
they're bottom feeders though, aren't they?
Yeah.
The carp
Yeah.
are bottom feeders.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
they,
so are catfish, but they're delicious.
Yeah,
Do you
they
like
are
catfish?
delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, catfish is hit or miss with me too. I've had
yeah,
good and I've had like, what the fuck is this?
You know what? If you buy, they sell catfish nuggets and catfish fillet.
Yeah.
Buy the fillet,
Fillet.
and cut it up because
Yeah.
the nuggets is just belly meat and
Yeah.
it's that silver skin and just yeah. But I love it. You get
I've
like
had-
a Cajun
I've had it
catfish
quite a
shredded.
few times,
Man, I love it. Love it.
oh god,
Me too.
Maybe we'll have to do that one of those days and get some catfish.
Heck yeah.
Good stuff.
So I know
I'm
we're
gonna say no.
over. I know
We'll go
we're over-
noodling.
Yeah, we'll go
And we'll get
noodling.
some catfish.
And
Heads in that
Monk's-
pond in North Ridgeville with no pants. Come on, come on! You know you want it.
He's fishing with a spear. That thing was big. Yeah.
audience members, thank you. If you made it all the way to the end, like, share, subscribe, tell 2 friends. You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money on our website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com. Where it's real people have real conversations about life. You can reach us on a ton of sites. Please and share the love with everybody. And we're going to be leaving you with Oliver Michael, the song Where Are You? I really like it, so please check it out and let them know you're always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Chuck.
We'll see ya.
Chuck Dick.
There it is. I was waiting for
And
the Chuck
Charles
there.
Dick.
And definitely check us out on BitChute, Rumble,
yeah,
YouTube
Odyssey,
for what it's worth,
Yeah.
or any other just the audio sites.
Yep, Spotify, iHeart, and Amazon Prime, a Player FM. There's a million other ones, but please
Yeah.
check it out.
Heck yeah.
Next to me is the amazing Byron. Glad you made it.
He's so
up,
cool
man?
looking.
He
Thank you.
is.
I'm so glad to be here.
You can hear him, but never see him. Is the bug? Except when I put his head right over there.
Oh yeah.
That's when you see him down in Studio B, which we haven't built the door or the curtain yet. He's always
everybody.
giving us the correct answers. Jeffrey Neutron.
That's
Right
I say
there will be his. And last but not least, always keeping us balanced in check is Bueno Bueno.
Thanks for having me back, you guys.
No,
Just let me walk right back in. And walk
Money
right back
terms,
out.
again, tell two friends. It makes a world of difference. Always remember that you are a somebody. And don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And after that, we are out of here.
You're welcome.
I love that one. That's so good.
It's the only road I've ever known. There's a winding way to destinations I am told. I've been hopeless since I let you go. 'Cause there's a part of you that gets me through in all I do. If I open my eyes and see you right there, I'll know there's an ending to this nightmare. So where are you? Oh. So where are you? So where are you? So where are you? So where are you? Feel the cool wind running through my hair. Lamenting lost romances seems to take me there. And I hope you're keeping safe and fair. 'Cause the distance that's between us is so hard to bear. If I open my eyes and see you right there, I'll know there's an ending to this nightmare. So where are you?
You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and/or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.